Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kagadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers, pushers of truth and sincerity all over the earth. Shalom to a full elect. And I just want to say something real quick based off a dream that I had. It was a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was like a couple of days ago. I had it. And I don't remember everything, but I remember what I'm getting ready to talk about. And it was just dealing with the whole jab thing, as everybody knows. There's the thing going around. Starting next month in Chicago, jobs are going to start. Jobs are going to start requiring, some jobs are going to start requiring you to have the jab in order for you to work there. And we know it started over there in New York already. They already started also having places to where you can't even go unless you show proof that you got the jab. And what I want to talk about is just a part of my dream that I had, is where I was I was at the job, could I remember, and from me being there, it was coming to a point, because everything starts off in the major states, and then with the major states, and then the major cities, and then it goes on from there forth. And so at the job, because I live in Illinois, so at the job, I remember it gave like everybody like a kind of like a warning. It was like, hey, starting like next week, or I think starting next week or next month, I believe that was said in the dream, that hey, if you don't have the jab, because you can say the thing, and then how YouTube is with the words and their programs and stuff like that. So the jab is like starting next month or next week, however what was said in the dream, that you're going to be no longer allowed to work here if you don't have it. And it's going to be coming a point in time, which we all know, to where it's going to be required for you to be able to work, or if you were to go into certain restaurants or grocery stores, whatever the case may be, that it's going to be required that you have that, and you're going to have proof that you got it. And the time came to where the month had passed in the dream, and I didn't get it. And it was like, hey, you had your time, you had a deadline, you didn't get it, so we have to let you go. And then I remember before it happened, the person was like, are you sure? Like, they gave me a last chance, like, are you sure you don't want to get it? And I was like, in the dream I was like, no. I was like, I'm leaving. And then so after that, that's the only thing I really remember about the dream. What happened before and after that situation, I don't know. But what I want to talk about was, it brought back to my mind that in the times that we're coming into, and the times now and that we're coming into, even after this jab whole thing is done with, when it comes to that chip, you're going to need to have faith in those days, because the days that's coming is not going to be like how it is now, where it's peaceful, so-called. We don't have much to worry about, so-called. Take everything I'm saying like very loosely, because we still always have stuff to worry about, and things like that. But on a grand scale, where you're going to have to completely have faith, because how it's looking now, it's going to be the same exact way it's going to be when the chip is mandatory. And you're going to have that chip for you to eat, drink water, get food, whatever the case may be. And that's going to be the payment method. Oh, you got to use this, you got to use that. We're no longer accepting, it's going to be a cash society. We're going to be no longer accepting cash. You can use your debit card maybe, and then that chip. And then the chip eventually is going to be mandatory. In that time, you know, you're not going to get what you need, and you're not going to be able to get what you need and to be safe without Yahweh Bashim Mashah anyway. So how much money you have, whatever the case may be, it's not going to matter. And things we're going to need faith for is because we're not going to be able to do things on our own. So you have to have faith that the Lord is going to be able to deliver you and get you through those situations that you're going to be in. And not every brother is going to be in the same exact situation. Not every brother is going to have to go through what another brother went through or is going to go through. So with that being said, you're going to have faith, man. You have faith in the Lord, that the Lord is going to give you food some type of way. And that's why you read these stories of the Lord and the miracles and things that he's done. Because in that same time, in the time to come, the Lord is still going to do things to make sure brothers are safe, make sure brothers have food for the day, water for their family, whatever the case may be. The Lord is going to do that. We don't know how exactly it's going to play out. We don't know if a flock of birds is going to come with loaves of bread and drop you, and then you follow the birds to a nearby river stream with fresh water, whatever the case may be. We don't know exactly how it's going to go, but you have to know and believe and trust in the Lord that he's going to get you out of the situation. So you have to understand, whatever happens in the time to come, you're going to be where the Lord wants you, man. At the end of the day, everybody's faith is going to be tried. Everybody. And if you're down for this truth or not. And the ultimate test, ultimate price that some brothers are going to have to pay is death. You know? Because we're not to give in to the society. And just like getting a Mac jab, poke, getting that is against the scriptures, man. Because you're making cuttings in your flesh when that needle pokes through your skin. And just the same exact thing about that the mark of the beast. You're not supposed to be putting in things inside your flesh. You're not supposed to make cuttings in your flesh. It's in the law. And so you're gonna have to have faith in that time that even though you can say what you're not going to do until that time comes or you're in that situation, you know? So in the time to come, if your brothers feel like weak in the spirit, pray for more faith, because you understand faith itself is a gift. That's in the scriptures, man. Faith itself is in the scriptures. I think that's in James. I think it's in James. I believe it's in James. And if you feel like you lacking faith or you lacking, then pray for it and ask the Lord. Because it is a gift. And going back to what I was saying, everything's not going to be in our hands on what's going to happen, on how we're going to eat, how we're going to protect our families, things that we're going to do. It's not all up to us. In time to come, it's going to be the Lord, man. And are you going to fold, or are you going to believe in the Lord and wait for him to do what he said that he's going to do in his promises, man? Because it's not going to be like how it is now, to where you can just go out to eat or just go to your grocery store whenever you need something. Whenever you're sick, just go to the doctor and get help. No, man. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be a completely different way of life for the time being until the Lord returns. You know? So faith is a very, 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 very important thing of something that we're going to have. Just like the scriptures say, has anyone put trust in the Lord? And I forgot exactly how it goes, but you know, it's in the Apocrypha. Has anybody put trust in the Lord? And then I forgot what it says after that. And was like confounded or something like that. Something along those lines, you brothers know. Something like that. And the answer is no, man. That's why you read these stories you read these stories about us being, or the great men of old, being in situations and the Lord delivered them from it. Whether it in the time to come, whether it be you get delivered, you get spiritual power, or angels come and guide you, or wherever the case may be, a wolf or a wild animal protects you while you sleep, and it guides you to water and all the other things. Who knows, man? Who knows how this stuff is going to go? But what we do know, it is going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It's not going to be something we've seen before. How the Lord is going to work His miracles, we don't know. We don't know, but we know that it's going to happen. We know that, and you just gotta have faith, man. Even if you, in the time coming, you in the camp, you haven't ate and drunk water 4 days, that ship is looking tempting. Hey, man, you just gotta pray that the Lord put that spirit on you in them days to endure anything that's going to come forth, man. Because it's not going to be a very pretty time. It's not going to be a pretty time at all. And in those days, you can get weak, and you understand the spirit is going to be we know we're not doing this. We got to stay strong. We're going to fight through this. And the spirit and your flesh is going to be like, man, I'm ready to take that right now, put it inside so I can get some food. Esau might put a whole bunch of burgers and pizza in front of your face or something. Milkshakes and all types of stuff. Yeah, here you go. You can have all this. You haven't ate 4 days, 5 days. Here you go. Let us put that in your hand and you're good to go. And your spirit is nope, I'm not gonna do it, but your flesh is like, yes. You know. So I'm saying you just have to have faith in the times to come. Also, doing up with this whole jab thing, had Lord, if when it comes to a time where, hey, your job requires you to have it, where you have faith and trust in the Lord, that hey, nope, I'm not gonna do that, and the Lord's gonna find you a better one, man, or another one. So everything's all of the Lord, man. We're just living out what was written, and everything that we do was written anyway. Yeah, that's how our life is gonna be. So I just want to, speak on that just a little bit, not too much, because the dream that I had, it made me think of that. Because even in the dream, it was like, you gotta have enough faith in the Lord to say no. No to Esau ways in his society, and there's gonna become a time where that no might mean that you might be put to death. But it's gonna be worth it, man. It's gonna be worth it. Can you imagine? I remember Elder Apostle Gabar was speaking on it about in his guillotine video. It's like, can you imagine the reward that you're going to get for dying for the ministry, man, for dying for the truth's sake, for dying for the Lord's words? That's not going to go unnoticed, man. And everything that you do is not going to go unnoticed. So it's a greater reward. Your flesh and that time be no, but your spirit's going to, hey, we knew it was coming. We knew the time was going to come where we're going to have to do this, and now it's time for us to do this. But your flesh is not going to want to, and that's why I say you got to pray for that spirit. Because you can either say, no, I'm not taking no trip. They're going to behead me or put me in the guillotine, whatever the case may be. But in the time come, when you see that thing glistening, shining, might have blood leaking from it. It might put you in the thing. You might see other heads inside the little bucket that your head falls in after it goes off. You might, oh, nope, never mind. I don't want to do this. So you have to pray for that faith, man. Because that's what's going to get you. That's what's going to get you through. That faith and that trusting into the Lord. That faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Shai, that you're going to be able to get through that. Think about it. The Most High has brought you all the way through whatever walks of life that you've been through. Has brought you all the way here to where you are now. What makes you think that the Most High in the situations to come won't keep doing the same thing? So I just want to touch on that because the dream made me think about that. So that's it, man. Gotta have faith in these times to come, and always, man. Just in your everyday life with any situation that happens, not just in the times to come, but just everyday situations. You might have car problems, job problems, woman problems, whatever the case may be. Hey, man, and let the Most High do what He's going to do. All right. So, I want to give our praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Shalom to you, brothers, Christians, truth, and sincerity all over the earth. And the shalom to you all for elect. I'll catch you guys in another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.